to give the word to Commissioner Schmit and thank you for being with us today.
Good afternoon, everybody. Dear presidents, dear participants, I would like to thank FEBEA's chairperson, Mr. Sasia, and the president of Social Economy Europe, Mr. Pedreño, for their invitation. Congratulations also to all participants on the 20th anniversary of FEBEA. Ethical finance providers today serve more than 700,000 customers in Europe. Ethical finance organizations' total assets amount to 30 billion euros. Those are remarkable achievements in the fiercely competitive world of finance. Ethical finance organizations have certainly been pioneers on the path towards sustainable finance. And in the past years, FEBEA has significantly contributed to EU social policy objectives and more broadly also to the UN Sustainable Development Goals. One can expect that over the coming years, with the European Green Deal and in the aftermath of the COVID-19 crisis, the financial sector as a whole will pay much more attention to sustainability, including its social dimension. The COVID-19 pandemic is making us reflect on the importance of fundamental values in life. Ethical finance providers helps us to reconnect with those values. That would mean the sector adopting investment strategies based on sustainability proofing requirements. That is, taking into account of the social impacts of their operations. Ethical finance can be expected to accompany and contribute to these major shifts and transitions. It is important for banks and the financial sector as a whole to take better account of the long-term effect of investments and their impacts in the wider social context. However, that does not mean that the traditional financial sector will take over and cover the needs addressed by ethical finance organizations. The latter will remain a crucial player in the sustainable finance sphere. They can actually acquire an important competitive advantage given the increasing interest in social sustainability and the environment, especially if they are able to reap the opportunities of the twin green and digital transitions. As in many other sectors, the working methods of ethical finance actors will have to adapt and master new technologies. Digitalization and all it implies in terms of interaction with clients and investors can be a major challenge, but also a major new opportunity. Adapting operations that usually involve strong personal interaction to the new digital mobile world can be difficult in terms of both equipment and skills. We can also see the need to strengthen clients' and investors' financial literacy. Ethical finance makes particular sense to people that want to be aware of the social impacts of their savings. Improving financial literacy is key to providing more support to investors that operate within acceptable ethical parameters. In response to COVID-19 and its impact on the real economy, the Commission has rapidly deployed a set of instruments helping member states and economic agents to react and prepare the recovery path. Within those initiatives, there is place to support and further develop the ethical finance movement in Europe. I see three important roles for FEBEA and its affiliates in that regard. First, the Commission is putting in place a new generation of financial instruments under the social investments and skills window, the social window of the InvestEU program. FEBEA and its affiliate entities are well placed to help us to successfully implement those instruments that are precisely designed to support the needs of the social economy in all its multiple dimensions. The social window of InvestEU is inspired by genuine ethical finance principles. Together with the European Investment Fund and other possible implementing partners, the window can boost social finance in areas going from social infrastructures to microfinance and support for social enterprises. EU actions to improve access to finance for social economy organizations and social enterprises will also be an important part of the upcoming European Action Plan for the Social Economy. Our evidence shows that social enterprises still face difficulties in accessing small investments. This evidence was collected before the COVID-19 pandemic, and we expect that this pandemic has further increased these funding gaps. Ethical and social finance providers will play a key role in addressing this gap. And therefore, with InvestEU and the forthcoming action plan, we aim to continue supporting these intermediaries in their efforts to reach out to more organizations, to build their capacity, and to professionalize themselves. My second point, in parallel to the reflection on the Social Economy Action Plan, the Commission is also launching a renewed sustainable finance strategy. A key purpose of the renewed strategy is enabling financial actors to support the challenges related to the environmental and digital transition. In the action plan on the implementation of the European Pillar of Social Rights, the Commission has highlighted the potential of such a strategy. For instance, a possible extension of the EU taxonomy to social aspects would provide businesses and investors with a trustworthy and common language to identify socially sustainable activities and increase transparency on the social financial market. The scope and potential of such extensions will be studied and evaluated in the coming months. Therefore, I encourage FEBEA and its affiliate members to be active and provide input to the renewed strategy for sustainable finance. Together with the contribution already provided for the Social Economy Action Plan, FEBEA can also contribute actively to the policy-making process of mainstream financial markets. My third point is about the traditional role of FEBEA advocating for ethical finance and putting forward success stories, promoting good practice in reporting requirements remains essential for strengthening ethical finance avenues in Europe. Participatory events, both for ethical finance practitioners and would-be investors and customers, are important to consolidate a critical mass. Ethical finance institutions are unequally developed across member states. Expanding the practices and having partnerships with organizations in the less developed ones is also crucial for achieving a truly European dimension. In conclusion, I would like to recall the European Social Economy Summit also in Mannheim, the President has referred to, and the importance that all actors attach to social finance. Beyond the support that can be provided by public authorities, Achieving the targets set in the European Pillar of Social Rights Action Plan will require support from private finance actors committed to sustainability and ethical values. Therefore, I would like to call hereby on FEBEA's members to continue to finance social business activities and social sector endeavors contributing directly to the achievement of these important targets. I can reassure you of the Commission's continuous support to the ethical finance principles in Europe and elsewhere, and I wish you all the best in your endeavor, in your enterprises and your projects. And again, a happy anniversary. Go along, continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner, for your kind words and for inviting us to contribute to European policies to self and respond to that appeal.